Your thoughts? Do you agree with the U.S. striking Iran? What is your absolutely? Get it expound. Turn that desert into a glass desert.
That Tucker Carlson may well be one of the sources for this reporting. It was just a discussion between those two people, so the version of that discussion would have to come from one of them. In a discussion about going to war in Iran, the Times reports a couple of weeks before the war began, Mr. Trump, who had known Mr. Carlson for years, tried to reassure him over the phone. I know you're worried about it, but it's going to be okay, the president said. Mr. Carlson asked how he knew, because it always is, Mr. Trump replied. The rank stupidity of Donald Trump, as it appears in that passage, is in every paragraph of the Times report. When Donald Trump went around the room to get everyone's opinion before finally announcing his decision, he got absurd responses from everyone there except Vice President Vance. His CIA director, according to the New York Times, offered no opinion on whether to proceed. His always incompetent White House Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, according to the New York Times, quote, told Mr. Trump that if he felt he needed to proceed for America's national security, then he should go ahead. It is exactly the kind of spineless, mindless counsel you imagine the most ignorant president in history, who has chosen his cabinet and his advisors for their weakness and for their blind and stupid loyalty, would get. When it was J.D. Vance's turn, the Times reports, Mr. Vance, whose disagreement with the whole premise was well established, addressed the president. You know, I think this is a bad idea, but if you want to do it, I'll support you. There will be more reporting like that for years and years to come, and most of the people in those meetings, in those rooms, will be lying for years to come to try to extricate themselves from Donald Trump's decision to start a war for no reason, to achieve nothing in that war, and to then issue the threat, a whole civilization will die tonight. Think about how stupid you have to be to think that that is even possible. We dropped two atomic bombs on Japan, and that civilization did not die. Thousands and thousands of people died, men, women, children, babies, grandmothers, grandparents, but bombs, even nuclear bombs, cannot kill a whole civilization, and Donald Trump doesn't know that. With 88 minutes left on his absurd deadline of 8 p.m. tonight, Donald Trump announced what Iran is tonight calling Donald Trump's surrender in his war with Iran. Donald Trump said, subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. So, in exchange for the Strait of Hormuz going back to the way it was the day before Donald Trump's war, Donald Trump is willing to stop his war. And so his war has accomplished nothing tonight. Another way of keeping the Strait of Hormuz open would have been to not have his war. Donald Trump said, we received a 10-point proposal from Iran, and I believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Iran is saying tonight that their 10-point proposal as a basis for Donald Trump to negotiate is a great victory for Iran and a surrender for Donald Trump, because it means, among many other things, that Iran remains in full control of the Strait of Hormuz. And Iran has agreed to open the strait as long as Donald Trump's war has stopped. So Donald Trump's war in Iran failed to achieve anything that Prime Minister Netanyahu promised him they would achieve when he urged Donald Trump to start this war.